Show.
Hey, what's up,
What up,
everybody?
though?
Welcome to the
What's
Rep My
up?
Black Show. This should go KeyIce, and I have my co-host with me.
Grandmaster Bass Monstar. Brr, brr, brr. I need a
That's
I
my
need a
co-
DJ's thing over here, man.
Yeah, you should. That'd be
Real.
nice. That'd be real nice. But yeah,
So what we
y'all,
got cooking today?
we have a
What we
lot of,
got brewing
stuff
in the
to
tea
talk about
today?
today. We'll go kind of quick because, like last week, yeah, that show was 2 hours. We don't want to keep y'all for 2 hours
We had
again.
to talk
We
about
want-
the Grammys, though. We
Oh
had
yeah,
to.
yeah, we had to.
And
But
it always takes a long time when we talk about the award shows because
yeah,
they just have so many categories.
true, true. And today, to kick off the show, we will talk about the winners. We're gonna because we covered like six or so categories, and I think what takes the longest is like going through the nominees and then deciding who we think will win. But now since we know who won, it'll be quick. Just letting y'all know who won. But let's go ahead and get started with what's
Yeah.
been trending. I want to give another shout out to J Cole because looking at how this rap game has been going lately, I really feel like he is a little bit too underrated, and I think he's been put under the back burner. So I want to give another happy birthday
Yeah.
shout out. We said happy birthday last week, but I want to do another one to J. Cole because he is a true legend, living legend, and I think a lot of people are not really giving him the props that he
Yeah.
deserves. So shout out to J. Cole again. His birthday was
That he
on January
deserves.
the
Yeah.
28th. And there was also a death this past week. Legend Irv Gotti, he was the founder of Murder Inc. Records. He was also an A&R executive over at Def Jam. He passed away this week. He had a stroke. We do send our deepest condolences to his family and friends and loved ones. And it was really unfortunate. And I think that
And
you know, he was involved in a few controversies, later in his later years, but it does not remove the legacy that he actually bestowed upon the community. And I think that is something that everybody should definitely remember because he brought us names like Ja Rule, Ashanti. He helped DMX get signed. There's so many things he contributed to hip hop and to R&B.
mm,
But yeah,
moment of silence.
yes. Shout out to Irv Gotti. Okay, let's get into the
Yeah.
the talk a little bit about what's been going on with the Grammys though, because we want to just recap the winners real quick for y'all, and I have them on the same slides as last week, so I'm just going through. Okay, here we go. So Grammys, the 67 Grammys was last Sunday.
Yeah.
I did watch them myself. Did you get a chance to watch them?
I watched a bunch of the clips and stuff. I didn't get to sit down and actually watch the show.
Oh, okay,
I'm gonna change spots real quick, so I'm gonna turn my camera off.
okay.
I feel like I'll get a better signal from my Wi-Fi downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Brief intermission, y'all, real quick, while we
Okay.
change scenes to report to you live from the scene. And we're back. Back rolling,
All right.
live and
Yeah,
direct.
67. The 67 Grammy Awards were last Sunday. There's a lot going on with the awards. And last week, we also discussed who we thought would win. And so we're going to kind of just recap really quick
Yeah.
to let y'all know who actually won.
Because we
So,
got a lot of them right.
oh, yeah, we did. Album of the Year went to Beyonce's Carter. And this one sparked a lot of controversy as well because a lot of people were like, they're
Mm,
still on that. She's not a country artist tip. And that's really getting on my nerves personally because
mm,
I don't care if she's not a country artist.
yeah,
Her album stepped outside of the box, which is what the Grammys typically look for. She was cross genre on
yeah.
the album, and I really felt that it did deserve the win. And so, shout out to her. Congratulations. She also won Best Country Album and Best Country Duo slash Group for Most Wanted with Miley Cyrus. So, congrats
Oh,
to her. Yeah.
congratulations, Beyonce,
We're gonna
the
do these
Queen
claps
Bee.
too as we go. Let's do a little clap for Beyonce real quick. There we go. Yeah.
The clap action. Hold on, I got it.
Oh, you have it? Okay, good.
Yeah, let me.
All right.
I'm the clap master.
Hey, I know, but I
Getting
know you moving
defensive over
around this
here.
stuff.
Getting defensive over here. This guy.
Oh, you just
No,
got.
you good. You good.
Oh, you get. You got a little static over there. Can you say something else real quick?
Test, test. One,
Okay,
test, two.
that's better. Okay, but
Okay,
yeah,
good.
best progressive R&B performance ended up going to Avery Sunshine. So congratulations to her. She did her thing. I know you thought Childish Gam. We both thought Childish Gambino, I think, was going to win, but he didn't win that one. And then
Uh,
Lucky Day got the best traditional R&B performance. So
great,
congrats to
great.
him. SZA had best R&B song for Saturn.
Mm. For
Chris,
Saturn, we called that one, didn't we?
yeah, we did.
Uh,
And then Chris Brown, he won for best R&B album for 1111, which was very much deserved. It was his first win in 20 years, which was crazy to me.
nice.
But yeah, congrats to Chris Brown. He
Awesome.
definitely deserves some
It's,
claps. You gotta give him some claps. Where the
yeah,
claps
let's
at?
get some kid. Yeah, yeah. I was getting it all set up.
Okay. All
You
right.
know.
Got a rope. CB, that's what I'm talking about. CB.
Yeah, yeah. Big
Um,
claps for CB.
Kendrick Lamar. Oh my gosh. He was
Oh
nominated. I'm
man.
just gonna like all the ones that he was nominated in. We'll just he was nominated 5 times. He swept all of everything that he was nominated for Not Like Us. He was in some other categories for other
Dun,
stuff.
dun,
But yeah, Not Like Us won in all
dun,
of his
dun.
categories that was nominated in. So yeah.
Uh-uh.
Rhapsody
Yeah, we
and
called that
Erica
one.
Badu. Yeah, we did call that Kendrick one. Rhapsody and Erica Badu ended up winning for best melodic rap performance. Congrats to them. Dochi,
Erica
it was her
Badu.
very first. It was Dochi's very first
Dochi.
best rap album win. First win, period, at the Grammys. She won for her album Alligator Bites Never Heal.
And
And this
ended
was
up
so
dropping a
big.
surprise track right after that.
Mhm. Yeah, right after
Super dope.
right after that. That was crazy. She did her thing and her
Nosebleeds.
performance itself, that went viral for a minute. I don't know if you saw clips of that, but everybody was talking about her
Oh, word?
performance because yeah, she had all these dancers on stage. She was moving a lot. They turned her upside
That is
down, all this
awesome.
stuff. The whole time
Oh my
she's holding
gosh.
the mic. Right. She's holding the mic the
Let's
whole time and she's
go.
doing all this stuff and she's not out of breath for nothing. She just yeah, that was
That is
amazing.
not easy, y'all. Let's get some claps for Dochi.
Yes.
Some applause.
Right. Congrats to her. That's another Not Like Us win. Okay. So that was the end of the Grammy
This,
slides. Let's go back up to the top
there's,
here.
there's a
That was
little lag on my side, so
oh you
it's
got
like
like
2 seconds. Yeah, it's like 2 seconds, and then it'll play on my side. So if it's
oh
going on, that's why. Like if the
okay.
applause is still going, that's why.
Okay. I'll try to give 2 seconds before after I say stuff or whatever. Okay. So congratulations to Freestyle Fridays winner for February week one. STB the Don
VVs,
out of Kansas City, Missouri. He took home the win last night for Freestyle Fridays. He competed against three other
STB.
right STB. He's out of Kansas City, Missouri, and as y'all know, it's Super Bowl weekend, so it's like really cool that somebody I think that's kind of telling us who might win the Super Bowl. What you think?
I know that's a good sign. That's a good
Yeah,
sign. I'm curious to
I,
see. I'm curious to
yeah,
see.
I think it's a good sign too. And we actually, can we get some claps for him for the
Hey,
congratulations? Because he did
round
really
of
good.
applause
Okay,
for
thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah,
for the fam.
thank you. That's what's up. Yeah, because he did really good on his freestyle. I really especially enjoyed his live freestyles, but we do have a video from
Dope.
him of his the one he submitted for the competition. So let's go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, can't no nigga tell me nothing. Wake up feeling like I'm Kanye, I just took this shit way back. Feeling like hairline LeBron James, we don't need record a sketch. It's a Stoli in the driveway, I seen the boys, so drive straight. I don't care about the task, cause they ain't even my place. Please don't bug me off the drink, baby, I get R.E.P. I keep precautions for the ops, so I know we all safe. I sent my little brother a driver, keep insurance all state. Yeah, that's the shit that you should do when you living life. Presidential shit unusual. Baby, it was dope. On that table, clean your cuticles. Never be a slob. Get a job, get a cubicle. Please. Cause bro shit is embarrassing. He been taking days off, winning just like Ferris did. Till we put the wheels on him. Then we put the steel on him. I fuck her to no feels on him, gang. Yeah. I put up with the wheels on him. Fuck her to no feels on him, gang.
Gosh, that's the type of heat that we like to see when you send something in to compete. That
That's
was
what I'm talking
dope.
about.
I loved his production. It was just like listening to like somebody's mixtape almost. Good job, bro.
Right. Yeah, he did a really good job on that. And again, like I mentioned before, he did a even better job, I felt, on the actual live freestyle, the acapella. But
Yeah.
shout out to STB the Don out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City got him
Yes,
got him out there.
right. Let's talk a little bit about
Oh
some of
my goodness, this
the
story.
drama that went on at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Um, Kanye stepped out on the red carpet at the Grammys with his wife Bianca Censori, and they didn't actually attend the awards. They just went to the awards specifically for this moment that y'all see here, captured
Mm,
by a wonderful photographer. But we, of course, we can't show y'all the X-rated part because what she does here, they went out on the red carpet. He said
yeah.
something to her, and she turned around like this, and she dropped her fur coat, and underneath she was wearing a extremely thin see-through sheer dress,
Uh,
and it exposed everything. She turned around, everybody saw everything. I was like, what? It was crazy.
yeah, I saw those pictures. That was a wild moment. Who does Ye think he is? Denzel Washington in the Matrix? Huh? Look at this
Ugh,
guy, man. Over here looking like the Equalizer, and her looking
right.
like Trinity from the Matrix. I'm done.
You're right.
They came to really shake things up. You could tell. You could tell.
For
All
sure.
black is so symbolic on a red carpet. What are y'all trying to tell us? Huh?
Right.
They,
Yeah, I
they're not
mean,
the only ones who was going crazy at the Grammys though. Everybody showed up and dressed and put that shit on and really put that shit on.
yeah, there was a lot going on for sure. And he's also just been trending, like, just that moment. Let's talk about that moment for a minute. Cause, like,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't help that he actually, he's been on X, aka Twitter, saying all this stuff either. But just, to focus in on that Grammy moment, with them just going to the Grammys for that red carpet moment and not actually going to the awards show, how do you perceive that?
Oh, that was a statement. That's why I said, what does he look like? He looks like the Equalizer. He looked like somebody in the Matrix. And then you said he leaped over to her and said something to her like, "Drop that joint now," like a fresh mixtape on him. Like they're definitely trying to say something. And the dress I heard was made by someone very huge
Culture
artist,
dress? Yeah.
a very cultured artist. Yeah. What was
Was
his name?
it was a culture dress, COUTRE, but
Oh, Couture.
couture. I'm sorry, I'm not
Yeah.
into, as y'all see, I'm not into designers and stuff. But yeah, it was a couture dress. But I can't even
You
call
know,
that a dress. I mean, it was nothing. I
yeah,
think,
completely new.
yeah, completely nude under there. The dress was obviously meant to wear something under it. Like, come on. And the fact that Kanye encouraged her to not wear anything under it. I mean, she was already going to turn heads anyway. So I'm like, at
Oh yeah,
least wear some pasties. She could have at least put some pasties over the private
then
area.
that tarnishes the message.
Right.
Whatever
That
the message
no,
is that they're
well,
trying to, the statement they're trying to make,
uh-huh.
if you put the bliggers on it, that's why they left immediately. That's how you know it was a
Yeah.
statement. Fashion is
Yeah.
a statement, and they made a statement and then left. But if she'd have wore the little, they wouldn't have really like. It would have still been the same sort of
Mhm.
response, but not as it is. No, it wouldn't have been the same response. It would
Yeah,
not
you're
have been the
right.
same.
You're right. You're right. And I think that another point to make there, I think when you made that Matrix reference with Neo and Trinity, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that when I saw her. But now that you say that, sorry, now that you say that, I do see how, yeah, I do see that now, which is really interesting.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still
And Will
confused
Smith is
overall.
I'll say it again. Sorry.
Well, I say I'm still confused. Even even if it's
Oh,
referencing anything similar to the Matrix, I'm
very.
still confused why he would ask her to do that because I'm like, they're already rich. He's claiming to be a billionaire again, so they don't need the money. So I'm like, what's
Mm-hmm.
that all about?
And then you left right after.
Right,
Like,
left right after. I definitely think that the way that they, came to the red carpet, did not go to the Grammys, and just left in the car. And by the way, I do want to also mention that a lot of news and a lot of blogs, they were saying that they got kicked out of the Grammys. They actually did not get kicked out of the Grammys.
oh, is that
They
right?
left. Yeah, they left on their own. But because I saw it was some major news reporting that, and I'm like, no, they didn't get kicked out. They
Yeah.
left. And then later I saw a video where they literally left the red carpet and got into a car and left. That was crazy.
Hey, I mean, people forget sometimes that hip hop is all about upsetting the status quo, and that's what happened. You know, just look at Jaden Smith. You know, he was even on some Matrix stuff. Not, I mean, not really, more vampire kind of deal with the way he
Yeah.
showed up to the bed. Yeah, this castle on his head looks like it's made of his hair. If his hair wasn't a different color, I would have thought for like 2 seconds it was made of his hair.
Really? His hair? Well, I don't know about that, but all I know is that the facial expression that he made on the red carpet, that spoke volumes to me. He's
Yeah.
definitely sending some type of message. I saw a lot of people making fun of him, but he's sending he's trying to tell us something. And I think people should try to figure out what that mess. Just a second. Did you hear that?
Is that the dog?
No, that was my kid. Hold on a second. Let me tell you. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, it looks like it's made of his hair. It could be. I know people uh, that can make castles like that with your hair. I follow him on Instagram. Amazing, incredibly amazing artist.
Okay, sorry
Oh,
about that.
she's
I needed to address that because I was like, what's going on? Don't do that again. Okay. I forgot what I
everything
had said.
good.
Yeah, they're good. I forgot what I had said before. To
I was
resume.
just saying how it looked like the castle's made of could be made of his hair because I definitely know
Mm.
people who make designs like that out of people's hair, but it's definitely a different texture,
Oh,
all of that. What do you
yeah.
think? What do you think is like a sign?
Yeah, I felt like it was definitely a statement and that he,
Mm,
just look at the facial expression that he had the whole time. Like this was him posing for the pictures. He's not
Yeah.
smiling inside that black castle. I think there's a
Mm.
message that should be portrayed. Like he's trying to tell us something, and I think everybody should be trying to figure out what he's trying to tell us. And I think he's trying to tell us something about the industry. Now,
Mm.
as y'all know, who we know who his parents are, and I'm like, I really feel like he's trying to send some message without, because a lot of times when things are going on in someone's life, they can't necessarily, or they don't necessarily feel comfortable saying it out loud. So they might,
Yeah.
do little symbolic things here and there. And I feel like that was uh, some type of statement. I'm not saying anything about his parents, by the way. I'm just to
Yeah.
remind
Yeah.
everybody that who his parents are, how big he is.
Yeah.
But that's all I meant to say about that. It's nothing against them. But just the fact that, he's in the industry though, and what all of the stuff that's going on in the industry, he might be alluding to something. It's a black castle. Like, first of all, what made him choose to wear anything on his head besides the hat?
I know.
That's
Yeah.
the first question.
Besides the hat, or why did he
Right,
decide to wear a castle as a hat?
right.
This guy thinks different, man. He thinks
Exactly.
different, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I like it. And of course, you know, this is his life. We always got to remember that when we're enjoying these artists as their lives become our entertainment. We have to remember that it is still their lives, and they may be trying to talk to us to give us a heads up on maybe something mentally that's troubling them. And it could also
Right.
have something to do with a movie or something he's got coming out as well. It's stuff like that. I know a lot of the people who go to the Grammys uh, wear uh, things that designers have them wear. So it's always cool to look up who exactly created these outfits that the people are wearing, because that's what they're doing. They're really marketing outfits for designers, for artists. Like the
Right.
castle piece he's got on actually
Mm-hmm.
cost like over $4,000 to make, and I forget the artist's name who made it, but
Yeah.
he's a really famous artist. I wish I would. Well, I could look it up right now since we're live right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We can look it up. And you did mention he does have some upcoming movies. Just for y'all that don't really follow what he does, his next movies that he does have coming up this year, he has Karate Kid 2 coming out. And then
Patty
after
Cake
that
too.
one, in 2026, he'll have After Earth 2. So
After
those
Earth
are
too. Oh snap!
projects. Did you like the first one?
Patty Cake. I don't remember Patty Cake one. Not gonna lie. Uh,
Uh,
but After Earth. You seen Patty Cake one?
did you say patty cake?
Is that what
You
you
said
said?
no, I
Did
said
I say
After
it
Earth.
wrong?
After Earth
But
2.
what was the first one?
Karate Kid. Karate Kid 2.
Oh wow,
He said patty
wow!
cake.
I need a nap, y'all. I need a
He said
nap.
patty cake.
I
I
straight
found I
thought
found the
you
name of
said.
that designer. The designer of the castle
Oh, you
head
found it?
piece.
Okay.
Yeah, Dora
Yeah.
Abodi. The designer is
Mm.
Dora Abodi. Abodi.
Yeah,
So
and they usually work with other designers to get on the red to help them, like the red carpet of any event is always a fashion show, always. As so typically you see
yeah,
an artist and a fashion designer and an artist, or an artist in the industry, or
you're right.
entertainment artist, team up to bring you something, because they know that's the maximum amount of attention. That's a wonderful way to get your
Hmm.
name out there. And
Yeah,
fashion
they
is a
do.
statement.
Exactly. And the designer is also a founder of an indie label out of Hungary. It's a Hungarian designer. So and I'm
Mm,
like, oh, this goes even deeper. The fact that the designer's from
yeah.
Hungary and owns an indie record label called Abodi Transylvania.
Mm.
Well,
So he might
that's
be
the
working. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
That
lady.
castle even looks Transylvanian a little bit.
It does. You're right. So it might be alluding to all of that, but I just feel like his facials, if it's something happy, his face is
Yeah.
not helping it. Because for all we know, I don't even know. That
Oh,
might even be the logo of that indie label. I don't even know. I would have to do more research for
yeah.
that.
I would say he's going for that dark feel, kind of just
Hmm.
because he's got on the all black suit with the black tie, and then
Yeah.
the white accents, kind of like a pop. And then also the way he was the way he was standing when he was
Oh, you're right.
being filmed. Like if you look at his
Uh-huh.
hands, you can't see it in this clip, but if you look at his hands, he's standing really militant
You're right.
with his fingers on the outside of his thumbs. And like I said, everything that we're
Yeah.
watching, soon as the camera's rolling, is tailored for our consumption. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're right.
Tailored for
That's a great
someone
point
to
that you
see it.
mentioned about how he was standing, because I noticed that as well. Um,
Mm.
but another person that triggered a lot of controversy during the award show was Beyonce. But she actually announced right after the award show, because she didn't know she was going to win. Man, I wish we had a clip of her expression when she won Album of the Year, because
Yeah,
she was so startled, y'all. Everybody was like, "She's faking." I'm like, "No, she was literally startled. She did not think she was going to win
you
Album of
didn't
the
think
Year."
she would win. I know she didn't. Hmm.
Right. And so
I know she didn't.
that's why it was so big. But I do wish we had a clip of that. But y'all can find it almost on any social media. It's trending and viral everywhere. But she
That
announced that
album had so much passion in
Mhm.
it.
It
There's
did. It
so much
really did.
passion in it.
It really did. But she and I think because of the fact that she didn't quite think she was going to win, the announcement of her tour cities, it came kind of late, if you ask me, because she's really like right on it, like to the dot
Oh
on
yeah,
the time of her announcements. But this announcement came at a delay after the award show.
yeah,
She announced what cities she'll be touring in, and she has this mostly U.S. cities. And if you look at the cities, you got L.A., Houston, Atlanta. It's a lot of the cities that give her a lot, show her a lot of love. But then she also added a couple of overseas locations. I see Paris on here and London. So it's like the places that show her the most love. That's how I felt that she decided on these cities. She didn't really want to go to the
yeah,
ones I think that were showing a little bit of side eye hate type of stuff, like side eye
yeah,
hate
yeah.
type vibes. And plus, I'm sure she wanted to keep the tour short. But tickets are on sale at Beyonce.com. She has, her own domain name. I like that. But check her out there. Let's talk about 50 Cent for a minute because he's been trending in
Yo,
a
50.
negative.
What
Um,
happened?
well, okay. There's two things that he's been trending for this past week. He's always trending, by the way, because he's really big on his socials, like always doing something, some type of activity. But I feel like this past week he went a little overboard because right when Irv Gotti was hospitalized for his stroke, he had trolled
Mm,
Irv Gotti by making a video talking about um he was like sipping on something, and he was just doing a little bit extra for somebody that was in a hospital, like in grave condition.
yeah,
At that time, we didn't know Irv Gotti had passed away, but it was the day before he passed away is when 50 Cent posted that video. And actually, you know what? It might even been the day of, because I know he posted something really controversial the day before Irv passed away, but then it's like hours later is when Irv passed away. So that video, it came at a really horrible time. I'm like,
yeah,
why? Why are you trolling him this bad? We know that Irv Gotti didn't always do the best things. Um, he did. There's some controversy surrounding his name. Near the latter part of his life. However, at the same time, he was keeping it low key. Like as far as like low key, when I say that, like it seemed like he's trying to clean up his ways a little bit. Like in the very
yeah,
latter years. So I'm like, why are you picking on him? So I kind of feel like 50 Cent might know a little bit more to certain stories, and that might be why he picks on certain things. At the same time, it's no excuse to do that. I don't think that should have been done at all.
Yeah. Sounds like it was bad timing.
Horrible timing for sure.
Yeah, very bad timing.
And then the other thing was he was trending because him and Big supposedly are having some issues because there was some, yeah, again, this is alleged because I don't know exactly what's even going on, but I do know that there's supposedly some type of falling out that they've had over there's someone that works for, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, co-founder of the Black Mafia. Okay, as y'all know, Big Meech is co-founder of Black Mafia family, but there's some type
Okay.
of disagreement going on that allegedly is surrounding one of the co-producers of 50 Cent's BMF TV series, and so they're basically
Mm.
saying that Big Meech has something going on with one of the co-producers, and that's leading to conflict between him and 50 Cent. And so 50 Cent's trolling
Mm.
Big Meech right now, and they feel like it's linked to that. But I really don't know because you never know with 50 Cent. But he's supposedly canceled the
Yeah.
BMF series because of all of this, but not necessarily because of the part I mentioned. There's been some screenshots he shared and stuff like that where, yeah, he's basically trying to say he's canceled. At least that's what people are saying. They're saying that they think
Yeah.
he's canceled the series. I didn't really see him say it was canceled though. I don't. Did you actually see that screenshot he had posted? I'm trying to look it up as I talk. By the way.
No, I haven't seen it yet. This will be the
Okay.
first time.
Well, you may not see it ever. No,
What?
I don't know if I have it.
Dang.
I do have it.
Well, if we
It's
could.
just I have screenshots of so much stuff. I'm still looking for it because it was like a screenshot of Little Meech trying to say that they were cool. Let me see. It's okay.
Mm.
Just know that y'all should be following 50 Cent if you want to stay up with everything that's going on because he's being very transparent about the
Trollish.
communications.
Oh,
Yeah, he's being
that too.
transparent about the communication, and he'll share text messages to his story and stuff like that. I feel like doing all that type of stuff to me personally, it's more not 50 Cent, you cool and all, but I feel like that particular trait is more of a female trait, feminine type trait. I don't feel like
Uh,
a grown man should be
Saying
doing
being
some of that.
petty.
Yeah, I just feel like it's distasteful. But he's so rich, he don't
Petty.
care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. But his son, 50 Cent's oldest son, he actually posted a video also trolling Meech. And
uh,
he was basically in the video, he was just saying, you thought you were special? You ain't special. You know, it was silly. But he looks just like 50 Cent.
oh,
He looks just like 50 Cent. And seeing him act like that, he was acting like his dad. I'm like, really? That was just I was
wow.
just cracking up when I saw
It's
that.
all.
But
This
yeah.
is all. Is this all over a woman?
No, I mentioned no. There's a couple stories going on. I mentioned that part, but that was from a whole different source than what 50 Cent's been posted. 50 Cent has not mentioned her at all. This was a whole different source. So just FYI, there's a lot of storylines to all that stuff going on between 50 Cent and Big Meech. But Rihanna,
Messy.
she was trending. Yeah, messy. She was trending this week as well because she just announced that she is going to be on the Smurfs movie. She'll be Smurfette in the movie. So congratulations to
Oh,
her.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Just some
Yeah.
applause out here for the Smurfette
Yeah,
Rihanna.
big congrats to Rihanna. And y'all see here, she's pictured in one of her lingerie items. Y'all can pick that up over at the Savage X Fenty website. And she has a lot of cool lingerie. Actually, did we talk about Glorilla's last? Oh, we didn't talk about Glorilla's. That's okay. But she also just she has Glorilla as a partner, in her lingerie line now.
Oh,
It's not just her lingerie line; it's all of her products. So it's not a picture of Glorilla here in the lingerie, but she has put some ads out
oh,
already. But congratulations to Glorilla because she's the very first artist to ever partner with Rihanna on all four of her brands. It's for Savage X Fenty, Savage Beauty, Savage Skin, and what's the other
mm.
one? It's all of them. Except it's the
Let's,
also makeup line. But yeah, I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
let's get some claps for Glorilla.
yeah, yeah, Glow. That's what I'm
Glorilla
talking
and
about.
Rihanna. Get 'em.
Right, she's doing her thing. And Drake, he's been in Australia for his
Hiding
Anita
out.
Mac tour. He ain't had it. Oh, he's showing himself right now because he's showing up and he's showing out. He came
How's
decked
the
out,
Anita thing?
huh?
How's the Anita Max win storyline been coming?
The tour's been going good. I don't know about storyline. I'm not sure what you're meaning by storyline, but the
That's
tour
what I meant, the
itself.
storyline.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
the
okay.
tour.
The,
Yeah.
it's been going good. He came out on the very first night in Australia, and he came through the crowd. He was wearing a black sweatshirt that had what looked like bullet holes in it. So it just had a lot of
Um,
holes in the front of it, and then in the back was
we
all
don't have
this.
any pictures.
We don't have no, we don't. I put all these slides
Dang.
together real quick. So but yeah, I had planned to get, a clip of the video, but we don't have a clip of video here. But you could see it on his he has it up on his Instagram. So Champagne Poppy, if y'all following him over there, make sure you check it out because he came out like that. And so he had the smoke in the back. So he was basically saying his message, and he got on stage and later said something like this too. But his message
Yeah.
was that, because everybody was like, oh, Drake is done, Drake is this. But that was
Yeah,
to
yeah,
let them know that I got all these shots fired at me and I'm still alive. I'm still standing. So he got on stage, he was talking like that. It's like, it's 2025. I'm still here.
and I'm like that.
Right. So I thought that was a really cool, creative way to come back from the rap beef. And then as well, there was one of his songs he was performing where he took out a reference to LeBron on there. So he basically dissed LeBron James on stage. He was performing the
Yeah.
song Nonsense. And so it used to mention LeBron, and it used to say how I go from 6 to 23 like I'm LeBron. But no, now he
Hmm.
says how I go from 6 to 20 how I go from 6 to 23 not like LeBron. So yeah,
Not like LeBron.
yeah. He's still mad at LeBron
Just
for
blatantly
supporting
changes it.
right. He's real petty. If people were like, yeah, if Kendrick performs not like this, they talk about Jake is gonna sue the NFL. We'll see what happens on that.
Oh, he's won 5 Grammys. He's got to do it. Everyone will be there tomorrow to see this man play that song. If he don't play that damn song, we all gonna be upset.
One thing I
Drake
thought about
fans and Kendrick fans alike, we all gonna be upset. Did you see
one
his
thing I
daddy's
thought about
reaction to
oh yeah.
what'd you say? Yeah,
His
did you see
dad's
his
you're
daddy's
right.
reaction?
Drake's dad's
Yeah,
reaction. Yeah. Actually, Jay
what's he
French,
talking
we
about?
follow Jay French on our Facebook page and our Instagram.
Yeah.
Jay French actually stopped and helped Drake's dad. There was something going on, some type of emergency situation going on outside, and he had stopped and helped him. So big ups to Jay French on that. I want to give him a shout out. But yeah, Drake's dad, they did
VV.
ask him. I remember he was asked about how he felt about Kendrick's wins for Grammy night. And I
Yeah.
remember he was like, "That don't got nothing to do with me. I don't mess with that."
Yeah.
And he
Nah.
said, "Ish." Like he's funny. His reaction was real funny.
Yeah, his reaction was just like you would expect a dad to respond.
Right. Exactly. So shout out to him for repping for his son, and at the same
Yeah.
time he also gave he was really classy about his response because he didn't take anything
Yeah.
away from Kendrick. So
True.
I really
True.
felt, I forgot what he said at the end, but he was basically like, let him do his thing type. I don't know what he said exactly, but he said something kind of
Yeah.
nice about Kendrick as well. So
That was pretty much along the lines what you said.
yeah, but that was funny. That was so funny. And kids were like right behind their dad saying, "Not like that, stop it." I was like, man, I would have slapped them little kids.
Oh
They were.
Lord.
I'm like, how do little kids get so close to him to do that? But
You
anyway,
gotta have patience.
right. But let's talk about Cash Doll. She was recently on Club Shay Shay's podcast, and she had some things to say about other female rappers having the last name Doll in their artist
Mm.
name. And
Oh,
she don't like it. She says she's basically kind of beefing with these other female rappers that have that name because she was like, I was the first doll. Why y'all got to come out and put doll on y'all name? So I was like,
Detroit.
yeah, she's from Detroit too. So I mean, y'all, I think a lot of people underestimate the toughness of Midwest people. I don't even like me. I'm from Ohio. I say I'm from the East Coast because I feel like that's my mentality. I don't be having no Midwest mentality. So I feel like
Yeah.
Cash, she has more of that, more like that tough mentality as well. And I think that she she has a point to an extent. However, a woman, you know, being as a little girl, that's one of the things little girls do is play with dolls. So you're always thinking about dolls, like
Yeah.
Barbie, this doll, everything a doll,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think
Exactly.
it's I don't think they were trying to throw shots at her by putting doll on their name. I think it's just one of the things that goes along with femininity, and they think they're cute. Dolls usually pretty. I haven't seen no ugly doll in the store. So I think that's another way to also say the word beauty without saying I'm a beauty. So,
Yeah.
she mentioned some other dolls in particular. I'm not gonna say all of them because I know it's like 4 or 5 of them, so I don't want to leave anybody out. But just
Okay.
any rapper female doll that you can think of, she was talking about them. So, but again, I feel like there's no problem with using the name doll. I think it's something that
I mean, we got 70 other
that
babies in the game.
exactly. Oh, I forgot to load that clip.
Everybody
Do you
want to
mind
be
if I load it
little
real quick?
something.
Do you mind if I load this one clip real quick? Because I have a good clip of a female rapper talking about that. Oh gosh, her name is Baby D. Let me load that real quick.
Yeah,
Just
baby, little. Like, it's just one of them words that people use to make a rap name. Just like Grandmaster. I'm not the only Grandmaster out there. You got Grandmaster Flash, which is basically why I chose the name. Well, not basically, but he's definitely a part of it. I was like, I want to give homage to one of the oldest rappers or one of the oldest producers, DJs, hip hop artists in the game that started the
right,
game. So let's share
exactly.
that namesake.
Your name is a great example of that. I think it is because I think she should feel honored. If anything, I would say she should feel honored that they, at some point, they probably heard her music, they really liked her, and they're like, I want to be kind of like, not necessarily be like her, like take her life, nothing like that, but just
Yeah,
like it's an honor. I think it's an honor. I think that's the way she should look at it because I haven't
yeah,
seen. Now, again, I don't follow anybody to that extent to be like, oh, they're beefing. So I don't know if any of them are. I know she has like there has been some like direct beefs with some of them. I just don't know exactly who.
yeah,
But I think it was more so because she didn't like them using her name. I don't think it was them necessarily coming at her from the get go. I think they were kind of more in defense mode. So I will say that. And It's definitely an honor. And this one particular artist, we're uploading a video right now so I can show y'all, because Baby D, her name is Baby D, and she made a good reference, and she was getting on Cash Doll about saying that, because she feels
Oh,
like female artists should be more united, and I agree. I think
yeah.
there needs to be more unity. I do really admire how
Especially once
Glorilla,
y'all make it to a certain level.
right, especially as you make it to a certain level, because I really admire how Glorilla is working with all these different female artists, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, which is her cousin anyway, but still they're on good terms. And then Lotto, she's working in Sexy Red, she's working with a lot of different female artists, and she's coming up. And some of them were out before her, and they're not having an issue with her, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know it's not one of those things where they're sharing a name. I'm sure that it might kind of feel different, if you like collabing with or asked to collab with somebody that has a very, very similar name as you. I would say it probably would make me feel a certain way too, though. But
Mm.
I mean, what would you like if somebody Grandmaster JB?
There's other grandmasters out there.
Yeah, but I
There's
mean,
other
if one asked
grandmasters out
you
there.
to
I
collab
wouldn't
with
be.
them,
If I had to collab, I wouldn't be. I've had to collab with other grandmasters already,
oh, you
so
have, okay,
I already know how how it can feel, And for me, just the type of person I am, like I said, it doesn't bother me because I know that that's just the title,
okay,
Like you said earlier, it's a title that means something. Like doll just means beauty, so to speak,
right.
you know. Grandmaster
So,
just means a master of something, a master of the way,
yeah,
of doing things.
yeah, I agree. And as that video is loading, I do want to also mention some other things she said. She also spoke on Shay had, or I don't like calling him. Anyway, he had asked her about
KJ.
a photo she took with Drake, because she took a really it's just a photo of Drake holding her. Like, okay, she said she was sitting down, because in the picture it's hard to tell she was sitting down, but there's a picture of her and Drake where Drake had his arms around her from behind,
Uh-huh.
around her shoulders. And so she said
Yeah,
that photo, at the time she was in a relationship, and she said that photo led to her breaking up with her boyfriend.
of
And
course it did.
she she said her boyfriend basically gave her hell um about that photo. He was really, it made him jealous. And she was like,
Yeah.
she saw it as her posing with a coworker. That's what she said on the show, on the
Uh,
podcast. She said, "He's my coworker. Why are you getting mad about this?" So she was like, "I
mm,
can't have none of that."
mm.
And so people thought he broke up with her, but she cleared that up, and she said she broke up with him for that.
Ooh,
So
of course she
yeah,
did.
yeah, and I think that's something that a lot of men that are dating female rappers, they need to definitely think about that. But here's the video clip from Baby D
The last
talking
thing
on.
y'all should have did was ask a motherfucker like me to speak my mind.
Check it out.
Cash Doll. The fact that you're mad because several people have the last name Doll. This is the problem with women in rap right now. Let me tell y'all the problem. Lil Baby, Da Baby, Sada Baby, D Baby. All these motherfucking babies. Da Baby. Did I say Da Baby already? Now one of them niggas has yet to argue about a motherfucking name, bro. They don't argue about shit like that. Doll is coming. That's why they got Bratz dolls, motherfucking American dolls, Barbie dolls, voodoo dolls. That's why it is like, that's the problem, bro. Women need to stop being so fucking petty. If you encourage somebody, embrace that. I mean, if you motivated somebody, if you motivated anybody in this world, embrace that. Come together. We don't have to, female rappers, we don't have to argue about petty shit like a fucking name. And I love Kash doll, but it's sad to say, like, it's gonna be plenty more dolls. You're not gonna be the last doll because that is something coming. Lil Baby, Lil Fizz, Lil Flip, Lil coming. All this shit is coming. So it's like, it's very fucking petty. Just embrace these girls and keep it moving and come together. Like, female rap would be so much bigger if we didn't focus on petty shit. Like, we not gonna be the only one. It's a million of us out here. You literally said on that interview clip, I didn't watch it. I watched the clip. You said you wanted to be the only dog. People in hell want ice water.
She said people in hell want ice water. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe he has a point.
She had a very valid point. Embrace it, because if you did it right, other people will want to share that name with you. Because if you represent it the way it should be represented, you make it look good. That's a compliment, you know. That's a compliment.
Right. Yeah, it really
but
is.
I can also see, from a competitive standpoint, of being like, well, yeah, I want to be the top Grandmaster though. So when people say Grandmaster, it's either me or Grandmaster Flash they talking about. So don't be slapping that name on the front of your name or the back of your name and just think, you know, that you're gonna get the clout that comes with it. You gotta work for that. So I can kind of see that angle too. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a really good point made right there. But I feel like, if that was to be made, then certain trademarks would have had to been put in place. I don't think anybody could probably trademark the doll name, because that's been out. But I do see what you're saying, and I'm sure she does have her name, Kash doll, trademark. So, but it's really difficult. You can't really steer people away from that. But anyway.
That's why you just gotta embrace it. Like I said, if you did it right, other people will want to do it too.
Yeah, that's true. DDG has been trending because he made a statement on a live recently where he was bragging about how much he's made on Snapchat. He was actually defending someone else about, because people had been clowning someone else about how much they were making on Snapchat, because somebody else had bragged about how much they made. And so he was basically backing that guy up, saying, this is true. Like, he said he made over $1 million on Snapchat. He said that is the number one paying platform on social media. And we did some research, home-based promotions, always doing research on this stuff. So for Snapchat, for you to make some money, you have to have at least 50,000 followers minimum. So once you get 50,000, that's when you might possibly be eligible for their monetization program. But on top of the 50,000 followers, you also have to have a certain number of views and have posted at least, I want to say 28 days. It was something like, you have to post a lot. You have to post a lot and like be in the top of that bracket and have so many. You have to have millions of views. I think I saw like over 2 million. I'll get the exact details and post it below on the comments of this show video. But they have some other qualifications, so it's not just 50,000 followers. But there were a lot of people trolling him, saying he's lying, that's cap. But he did make somebody also. Yeah, somebody was defending him, saying he did make the Fortune 500, and so not like he don't have no money. He's always on social media, and he's on all of them. He's not just on certain ones. He was also saying in that video that he's posted 7 times or 3 times a week on YouTube, and he hasn't made anything close to what he's making on Snapchat. So he's really giving them the pop. I thought that was because that's
YouTube ain't giving out the bag like Snapchat. What?
Right. I think that's one that
you never know which platform it might be.
Right. It gets overlooked a little bit, I think, because I see it more as like a secretive app. I actually
Mm.
I have some thoughts about Snapchat. I try to
Uh,
keep up with most of the top social media, and that is one that I did try for a moment. I was like, okay, maybe home
yeah,
base got a page over here, or just I can have a personal page over here. I might try it
yeah,
again since you made that statement, but I felt a
yeah.
certain way about it because I did not like their interface at all. Like, there's something about it I
Mm.
just didn't like it. I don't like the fact that you can make chat snaps, like all the snaps automatically disappear after 24 hours, and you can show them to only certain people.
No
Or
archives, no nothing.
yeah, I didn't like that at all. Like, it's like
Mm.
what? But it is a really good platform if you are active on Instagram or any other platform for you to just copy and paste that into a snap. I will say it's good for that. So people that are just Snap, because a lot of users
Mm.
that just Snapchat, I've met a couple. They're like, I'm only on Snapchat. I'm like, what? Like you're missing out on all this other stuff. But it's really good for people
Yeah.
that are exclusive to that platform. So for all y'all creators out there, if you you know don't have a Snapchat already, then you might want to. But you regularly post TikToks or Instagram posts, you might want to go ahead and make a Snapchat and just drop that content over into a Snap and get some followers over there. You might hit that 50K mark, get invited to their monetization program because they pay per snap. Once you're in the program, they pay per
Mm.
snap. That's what's up, and they
Wow.
pay quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
he said it's fast turnaround too. So I was like, okay, then. They pay like, was it weekly or like twice a month? I don't know. They pay often, but yeah.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah. You never know which platform it might be. So
right,
try all of the fruits in the garden.
right. And then just really quickly, just it's that Rocky because this happened. I want to say this was me that I saw this one, so it was added as a slide here. But he's still been on his trial. His trial is going to go on for a minute. He was
Yeesh.
accused of shooting fellow or ex-friend ASAP Relly, but one of his
Right.
other ASAP associates recently took the stand, and he was um, ASAP went trending again because ASAP 12E. It was ASAP 12E that took the stand, and he was asked about
Yeah.
the gun situation. And in the courtroom, you can hear ASAP Rocky saying, "Don't say," like the words "don't say." So it's like he was warning his
Mm.
to not say anything about the gun thing. And so ASAP 12E, he ended up saying that the gun was a prop. But
Mm.
question that he was asked specifically where ASAP Rocky said don't say was they had asked him what AWGE stands for. And so
AWG.
AWGE, yeah, let me put that up here. But it's AWGE and
A wage.
well,
Oh wait. A wage. Yeah.
when I looked it
A
up,
wage.
it stand they pronounce it OG, but he
Oh,
was
I
asked
saw
about
it.
what OG
Okay.
stands for. And to me, I didn't feel like it was incriminating or anything because when I looked it up, I
What does
see
it
in the
stand for?
Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary says it stands for ASAP Worldwide Global Entertainment. So
Mm.
I don't know why they asked him that question. I'm thinking they were trying to allude to something that happened, and so ASAP Rocky was like, don't say what it means," but that's actually what it means when you look it up. So
Mm.
just FYI to people that have been following that case. And this one, real quick as well. Day26, they were recently interviewed by they were recently interviewed, and they've been on a few interviews, so I won't really say exactly where this one happened, but I guess I could. Huh? They were on Breakfast Club, but they were also on. Just let me get the name. My brain just
Yeah, 'cause I
goes
know we had them up
empty
before,
sometimes. Vlad TV,
but they're
Vlad
back.
TV, huh?
And they're back.
Yeah, they're back too. They also have some music. That's why they've been on a promo run. Let's talk. Yeah, let me
Mm.
let me mention what they got out real quick before we say the drama part. because I think a lot of people are missing why they're on the darn promo runs. They're on a promo run for their latest album. Well, actually, I don't see the latest album on here. Which one is it? They just put something out. But anyway, they do have an album. This album I'm looking at, it came out in August though, and this one's called Day Ones. But they've been putting out like singles from that album since then, so they have some singles out. But they were on Vlad TV getting interviewed about the Diddy stuff, and they started. It got really emotional because they mentioned that they had received. It was Q. He mentioned he had received an email talking about some human sacrificing or alluding to human sacrificing in an email for. And this is all alleged because we haven't seen the email or anything ourselves, but allegedly Diddy sent him and some other people an email about human sacrifices, and it really shook.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is the part of the interview that went really vague because he said he couldn't speak on a lot of stuff, so it's like you had to kind of pick up on the
Yeah.
things he was saying. But he was basically trying to say that some things had happened with him because he was on some other projects with Diddy before the rest of the group because he before he had joined the group, and so he was kind of saying some things had happened when he was on those other projects with Diddy where he was in rooms where things looked really creepy. I'll leave it at that. Y'all got the actual interview.
Wow.
But during this interview with Vlad TV, he started crying. Like he couldn't hold back his tears. And then some of the other members, because he said he has discussed the situation with some of the other members, and they started crying. So they had to take a break in the middle of the interview just for them to get themselves together. But whatever it was extremely traumatizing. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's strange. That is strange.
Super strange.
Strange for a piece of change.
But make sure y'all check out this week coming tomorrow. I'm thinking it's next
Tomorrow,
week. It's
yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We're already there. The
Like I
big
said,
Super Bowl halftime performance we've been waiting for everybody by Kendrick Lamar will be coming up tomorrow for Super Bowl LIX, which 56.
Yep,
59,
it's
I'm
gonna be
sorry.
one of the
I said
greatest
56.
of all time.
59. Yeah. I think it will too. And Kendrick said that he's going to be it's going to be a storytelling halftime show. So we'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
I think he's for
See,
him to say
Kendrick.
that, I think he's going to go through his career. So I think he's going to start at the beginning, like kind of pick a little bit of everything. And I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
So
I hope he
we'll see
plays
what it ends up.
Love Myself.
Huh?
I hope he plays Love Myself.
He might
I
pick it.
love
He might pick it.
myself.
Yeah, he might pick it. I think that would be good, especially since he said it's going to be storytelling. I think that, he went through some periods of his life where he probably had to tell himself that every day to make him, get where he needed to be mentally and emotionally. So that'd be a really good pick.
True.
I think,
Self-love is very important, y'all.
oh yeah, for sure. And I know a lot of people want to hear Not Like Us, but since he said storytelling, I really don't think that's part of his story. Because in a recent interview with Complex, he mentioned that, I'm sorry, not Complex, it was with Apple Music. He mentioned that that particular track was more of like to show his creative side. He was like, hip hop is, it tends to get away from the artist's creativity. And he was basically saying that's what that track was about. It, like the whole beef. He was pretty much saying the whole beef was just about, artist creativity, showing their creativity. He didn't say anything
Yeah.
negative against Drake or anything like that. But I thought that was really cool because they were asking, why did you leave it out of your album GNX? A lot of people expected that song to be in the album, but it was actually not ever supposed to be a song. So he was like, this is just, something I did. So for the storytelling, I think that was also his way of kind of telling people that I'm not going to do Not Like Us. I don't think he's going to perform it, but Yeah, I don't think he's gonna perform it, y'all. I think y'all gonna be real disappointed.
I
Yeah,
think it's
I
gonna
think
get played.
I think it's gonna
You
be.
wanna make a bet?
I don't know about a bet though because I've heard different things. I've heard like Lisa, she went viral. I saw 30 million views on this one post by anyway, by another outlet saying she was begging him to perform it pretty much. She was like, "You have to
Uh,
perform."
bro, he's gonna play it. I think it's like a 80, like a 91% chance he's gonna play it.
I think if he does play it, he's just gonna say the "not like us" part. I think it'd be like probably 30 seconds.
Oh yeah,
Not gonna do the whole thing for sure.
yeah.
He doesn't mention with the words,
No, not
but
at all. No,
yeah. So yeah,
I
or to
agree.
be just A minor, like I think it's gonna be a lot of mixing,
Yeah,
like yeah, different
or
music,
the
and he just
trumpet or something like that.
right.
There's a lot of
I could
good parts of the song
exactly. I could see him
that he can
chopping
mess
up the
with.
song throughout the whole performance, like just bits and pieces, like
Even.
put it in the beginning,
Mm.
just a little bit, and then the middle, and then the end. I could see him doing something like that, especially if Mustard is like helping him prepare. I could see Mustard doing that with the
It just
music.
won 5 Grammys. If he doesn't use it, it's basically a smack in the face to the fans.
You think?
Yeah, it just won 5 Grammys in every category it was nominated in. That means people want to hear it. They want to hear the mustard. Like they want to hear it.
Well, that's a whole. I mean, he could do that one. That's a whole different song. There's not a problem with the TV
Oh
off,
dang, I need a
but
nap.
he's gonna do that one for sure. He's gonna do TV off for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll see. We'll see what
Wow, I need a
happens.
nap.
Yeah, we'll
Over
see what
talking about
happens,
something.
everybody. But yeah, we really appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Um,
We
next
got some new
week,
releases.
yeah, there are some new releases, but I figure we could put that on a separate segment because this one it has
Okay,
gone pretty long.
only
Yeah.
3 of them.
Well, okay. You want to mention? You can mention the new releases.
We got Coil Roy just dropped. Coil Ray just dropped.
Yeah, Keep It. She dropped a song called Keep It that we placed over on Homebase Radio. It's on the Gotta Move On playlist. Spotify.
Dope, dope. We also got SZA is releasing more new songs on Lana this
Mm,
Sunday at 7 p.m. So if you're
I'm
a
glad you
SZA
said that
fan,
one.
get on this Sunday.
Yeah, that
She'll be
was an
dropping
important
some
one
new
to mention
songs.
right now. You're right. Yeah, that's gonna be big. I was surprised. I was like, more? Because she has like 30 on the album already. She's dropping some more on Sunday.
Wow,
So in the time, 6 p.m., that's around Super Bowl time. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna debut the song at for the performance. Um, and then
dope,
what's the
dope.
other one we got?
And last but not least, we got Lil Wayne dropping the Carter 6 on 6/6/25.
Yes, June 6th, he'll be
That
dropping
is
the
still on
highly
there.
anticipated Carter 6 mixtape
Carter
album.
6, yeah. Might have to go listen to the other Carters just to get my memory up.
Yeah,
But that's all we got for the new releases.
right. And we thank you guys for tuning in today. As always, we are on every Saturday at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can follow us on our socials. We got I'm on at official KeyIce on my platforms. Grandmaster Base Monstar. What platforms are you on?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Grandmastar Base Monstar, and I'm on YouTube at Incredicrew Universe, spelled like incredible, except for with crew at the end. Universe on YouTube. You can catch all of the things that I be up to.
Yes.
With that being
And
said,
every Friday, make sure y'all check out Freestyle Fridays. My colleagues over there they be doing their thing
yes,
over there, repping them as well. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We hope you have a great Super Bowl weekend. We hope you have a great Valentine's Day
yes,
coming up Friday. But yeah, peace.
And remember.